And welcome back. In the last segment, I think we had 2 wins, 0 losses. Hopefully we can keep that up here. I think it was a mage first and a hunter second. Don't know if those are good matchups for this deck or not, with it being an arena deck. We just sort of built it on the fly. So we will see what we get here and see if we can keep this streak going. This is my second only arena, so I'm certainly not very familiar with the idea of what it is that we're doing. Just built a deck, dived on in, and see what we can do. Gonna get rid of that. Hi, Elrath. Opponent still choosing. So we've got Stone Tusk's Boar, always a fun one to go out with. Not really sure against a warrior. He's got a couple of ways to get rid of those wands early on. Probably plays some smaller critters too. Deadly Shot, though, should protect us against most of the bigger ones. And then if we can get the Houndmaster out on the board, we should be able to get a 3-3, unless something else comes on. Greetings, Traveler.
Greetings, Traveler.
Anybody there? Bueller. This might be an easy win. Almost ended my turn there. I do that all the time with charge units. I completely forget that I can hit with them that turn. Hit the graphics glitch on the vegetables there. I don't know if that's just my system and my graphics drivers, but I seem to hit that quite a bit down here. So what we're thinking in terms of this game, got the Summon Beast, Random Beast Companion right here. Obviously can't use it next turn, but maybe on the one after that. Would like to pull something for a 2, but it's not required. Some people might use the coin to spend this Beast Companion early. Unless I'm feeling pressured and I need to clear his deck, I'll usually save the coin for something a little bit later. Okay, 2 armor, not a bad use. So I think we'll just hero power unless we get some creature that's compelling for this. Yeah, no real reason to play those and waste it. We'll just do 1 damage and call it a day. General philosophy with Hunter, as I was saying in the last video, is just hit them in the face. If you get the opportunity, just hit them in the face with your creatures. Just burn them down as fast as you can. I wonder. Oh, Imp Master. Now that's interesting. He doesn't have anything out yet. Not sure he can really stop my flow of imps. Never sure whether to put the taunt out first to try and give it some protection. Nah, I think we'll just leave with the Imp Master and see if we can get some out there. Those imps tend to end up being very useful if you can get them to build up. And very annoying for your opponent to just be fighting these 1/1s continually. Of course, he has Whirlwind and a couple of other ways to get rid of those 1/1s, so he may just kill this fairly quickly. That's okay.
What now?
I don't know if a lot of other hunters play Imp Master. Probably a really bad move, I've no clue, I'm not really very good at the game. I like it just because it puts some pressure on the opponent to get rid of this otherwise fairly high health creature. A 3 mana with 5 health is fairly high, I think, especially one that's got this special proc. Some people will silence it, but I like just to put some pressure on my opponent to try and think about trying to clear that from the deck. Obviously the 1/1 with charge threatens, but once that charge is gone, it's really just a 1/1. It's no different than the imps. Dash Dance Dan, despite having Dash in his name, seems to be working pretty slowly here. Yeah, I wonder if he was going to get a timer or not.
Greetings,
We won't be sarcastic. Well played. I don't want to troll. Oh, that's interesting. So he did feel some pressure from the Imp Master. That's fair. And he's probably going to try and finish her off so I don't get the last end. Interesting trade, trading a 2 for a 1-1. But I understand the sentiment to get it off the board. It is a bit of an insult. Now, 2-2 with Taunt is interesting on this. But I think given what we've pulled, I'll probably actually try and randomly get the boar. Didn't get the boar, that's okay. Can't charge. No point on the coin for hero power, so we'll just end. Liking our position so far, but tentatively cautious. He hasn't brought out anything too big. Got 6 cards in his hand. We shall see what he ends up with here. Like that we've got the kill command. If we can keep some beasts out there. Wee beasties! Then we can hit him for 5 if he drops anything big. Always got the deadly shot, which is great. I haven't seen the Eagle Horn yet either. And of course we're just working towards getting King Crush out there. And hopefully mowing him down for the last 8 or 2. This is my first video for the Zen Master Stew channel. I've done a little bit of recording before, but it's been a really long time. This is something I've wanted to do and just get into. So I got myself the equipment and just started. Okay, we have a critter out there, so, and by critter I mean beastie. We could kill command him, but I'm not really sure if that's the play right now. More interested in clearing that Harvest Golem directly with creatures and holding on to these 2 cards, so I think we'll probably... Well, Misha's actually a little bit more dead, so we'll do that and then use the Imp to get rid of the reconstituted Golem. And then keep our 3-3. Nothing to use the coin on, so we'll just end. Coin's hopefully saving up for a King Crush around turn 8. I do like all the little fiddlies that you get to do in this game. The clicking around and like killing the flower heads, knocking the fruit out and then restocking them, opening the doors. They're just kind of fun while you're idle. If you're a person like me who gets, you know, very antsy between turns, it's kind of fun to have all this stuff to do. Is really taking his time. Nothing wrong with that. Gain 2 armor, clear out the boar. Okay, that's good for us. We've still got the 4-3 out here. Tempted to throw out the Taunter at this point. Although, yeah, I would say the Taunter. I don't want to waste the 1 mana. This might be a time for the coin if we weren't saving for King Crush. I could see throwing out the Iron Fur Grizzly. And then the Bloodfen Raptor, but of course then we're spending the coin on just getting hero power out, which is silly. So let's throw a Taunter out there and just hit him in the face. Good old Arcanite Reaper, gonna get rid of this guy. Does himself 6 damage, which actually favors us pretty well at this point. We are only, I think, 2 turns away from getting our King Crush out, which is great. And we pull Savannah. That's very nice. And here, no, I'm going to save that coin again for Crush. Just going to pop him back in the face, down to 11. So I'm already putting pressure on by the fact that we've got 10 damage out on the board. And if he uses the Reaper against Savannah, she's going to summon her 2/2 hyenas, and that's going to give 8 damage out on the board. This is, of course, a good play. We can take care of it with Deadly Shot. So we're going to kill that. We've got 8 out on the board at this point. Restore 3 health back up to 8. We can drop him to 6 with this. So we only actually need 6 damage. If he doesn't clear this, then yeah, we've won. Well played.
Well played.
Chalk up another win. Fantastic. Another one for the good guys. We get 2 swords crossing a silvery type key here again. Okay, let's queue up right back in. 6 wins. Let's see if we can make it 1 more. I will be curious to see what cards or decks or whatever we get as rewards from this. The only other time I played Arena was actually in the beta, and I I remember getting a pretty decent deck from that, but I don't know if they've changed the reward system since they launched. If memory serves, I just got one deck and maybe like 50 gold or something like that from my arena wins. I think I won 3 or 4 back then. Can't remember. This is actually a nice front pull. Yeah, I think I'll stick with Thrallmaw. Very few people let him live very long, obviously with the Wind Fury, that makes sense. But with the 1 and the 2 supporting him here, all adjacent minions having +1 attack is kind of nice. We'll see if we can make this work. Greetings, Traveler. We will save the Elven Archer for if he pulls out a creature with 1 health, so we can kill it right off the bat, lead him with the boar, because we can charge. Get ourselves a lucky rainbow. We play here, Mana Addict. Okay. Cast a spell, gain 2 attack this turn. Gee, I don't know that I can get rid of that this turn. Although we could pull out the Direwolf and then try and pull out Thrallmaw. We'll see if that works. I doubt this will fly, but we'll see. Turn, okay, 1 damage. Alright, trades out for the Direwolf. Now we can use our Elven Archer to get rid of this little pain. Now we'll just use the Hero Power to round out the turn. Fantastic. And for Grizzly, this is of course where you want your kill command to pop out. It doesn't, no problem. We can start putting some pressure on with the Imp Master, although that 3 damage is going to be annoying if he just hits with it. I don't want to give him Thrallmaw at this point because that's just a complete waste. Well, do we just Hero Power? Don't eat the 3 damage. You know, we'll put some pressure on with that guy. And... no, we'll hang on to the Elven Archer, make him choose. We could always, if he hits her, she won't actually quite die, and then we can finish him off with those 2 creatures. Interesting. Bite's going to go and kill the Imp Master. Well played. Bear's going to hit me. Alright. Worth deadly shotting? Probably yes at this point. And then we're going to hit with those 2. Going to use his hero power again and again to sort of just start clearing out my 1/1 minions. That's expected, that's fine. Is it worth clearing out his Harvest Golem? Probably, since he's going to use his hero power to clear this imp next turn, we may as well slate that to kill his Harvest Golem. And at that point it makes sense to start the chain with that. Wait for it to reconstitute, kill the Golem. I was clicked a little bit too early, and then end the turn. Now we're putting a little bit of pressure on for him to try and get rid of the Sergeant Commander. Yeah, deal 2 damage, alright, very good. Maybe 1 more to me. Now we can throw out a lot of the arena. Or maybe a Dark Scale, actually. Interesting. Yeah, maybe we'll take the healing on us, do the damage to him, and make him choose here. He can only do some damage. The 2 to the 5 would leave me at 4/3, but kill him. So now he's got to put a little bit of pressure on this guy unless he wants to take 4 each time. Using the bite. Okay. No, very well played. That's exactly what bite's designed to do. Give you the chance to kill a creature with 4 or 5 health without you taking any damage yourself. I think we can get the boar out here and kill this. And then use our hero power. I don't think the boar gets charged. It's only if you play the wee beastie directly that you get the charge. Don't know what accent that was.
Where shall I start?
Rid of the claw. Alright. So This is a reasonable play, especially since I've used my deadly shot already. Kind of regretting that at this point. Not going to use the mind control tech. Okay, we'll taunt. Before he can technically get to it, I'm going to risk getting Thrallmar out there at this point. And we'll see if we can get Thrallmar at least a shot at doing a couple of attacks here. Thrallmar, it's like I speak of him, there was a name. A Thrallmar Farseer. Yeah, so he's going to use that to kill this dude. Which is, again, good use. Did he have another bite? Oh, it is arena, I guess. That makes sense. I instinctively thought he was capped at 2, but of course, with this being arena, you can have as many as you like. Well, this kind of sucks. I can get rid of the Taunter. I'm not really sure what that does for me. It gets a minion out, which is of course nice. I'd kind of like to hold on to the Mind Control tech to see if he gets more creatures out. So I think we're just going to do that. If he can get 2 more out, I can take control of one of them with the Mind Control tech. Always nice if you get some really big ones out too. So now he's going to put that one away. Bring it back out. Now he's got a 6 taunt. That's very well played. Use this to clear out my owl. Yeah, very well done. Yeah, Freezing Trap probably isn't terrible in this situation. Since we don't have any other opportunity, we will do that. Hopefully he attacks... Well, actually, the Ancient Brewmaster I'm not sure I want him to have because of that battle cry. But the Ancient Blade Master he could get back. That'll work. That just becomes a 5 mana card now, the way this works. Freezing Trap adds to the cost. Adds 2 mana to the cost of the card and puts it back in your hand. And wow, that's going to be an expensive card now. Of course, he's got some pretty bad damage sitting out there, and I wish he'd hit 4 creatures so that I could have stolen one of them. I'm in a lot of trouble now. This may be our last game, which is fine. We've had a good run in the arena. I'm kind of curious to see what the rewards are going to be. Sure. Oh, I ended too early. That was a mistake. That was foolish. Moving a little bit too fast there. Well played, sir. Yeah, you didn't actually need to do that. You could just kill me with the creatures.
Well played.
For that, I might not give you the satisfaction. Yeah, well done. And there we go. So now we get to see what our rewards are from the arena games that we did win. I think we ended on 5 wins, 6 wins. Fantastic. So what do I do now? I see. I click this. Ooh! I love the animations in this game. They are so cool. When you open the decks, it feels, well, visceral as they described it. And then, ooh, here I get 3 shinies. Which one do we want to open first? Let's do this one. Alright, 45 Arcane Dust. That's actually, I won't lie, a little bit disappointing. A deck, hopefully something cool in there. And come on, big money, no whammies. I want a golden legendary Deathwing. Alright. Alright, 80 gold, not bad. Okay, hopefully the deck is like, because it's arena, somehow, you know, amped up above the others. I'm not really sure if that's going to be the case or not. Yeah, nothing really impressive there. I mean, got the rare, probably disenchant that. I think I've got a couple of them. Alright, let's do the next one. I don't know which one of these is the arena deck, if it went on the bottom of the pile or not. I've got a Violet Teacher. Okay, I think I've got a few Abusive Sergeants, so that'll go down. Oh, Soul of the Forest. That's kind of cool. I don't think I have one of those, so I can put that in my Druid deck. And final one. Boom. Alright, gonna open this one slowly. Very nice. Okay, I'm kind of happy about that. I don't have a scenario, so that is fantastic. Wow, this must be the arena deck. Blizzard. Now, come on. Golden Deathwing. Oh, that's okay. Scenarios. Really, really happy about that. That's fantastic. Alright, guys. This was fun. That was my second ever arena. I'm going to be doing some of those, some more of those moving forward. Otherwise than that, I'll just do some ranked. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.